Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands is an ambitious open-world sandbox developed and published by Ubisoft. The game sees the return of the Ghost unit deployed in Bolivia. Their goal is to aid the DEA in ridding the region of the cartel that is running the country as a narco state. Spearheading the cartel is a man named El Sueño, and in order to take him out, the Ghost must flush out all of his subordinate crime lords in each region. In a direct and average narrative, the Ghosts are aiding Agent Bowman, who is the lead DE agent assigned to the region, and the Ghosts are only called in after she has failed. Bowman is somehow still in charge, though. My main gripes with the story, other than it being straightforward and predictable as hell, is that this seems like something for the Rainbow Six unit and not for the Ghost, because the Ghost in past titles were used to terminate more global threats, like nuclear threats from irrational dictators, weapons supplies to underdeveloped countries, or the rebuilding of a Soviet empire. The threat just seems below what we have come to expect from the Ghost to respond to. The stakes don't ever feel all that high, and they seem like they only affect the region that we're playing in, even though we're told that the operation will affect the Florida Keys drug trade. The world of Bolivia is an amazing treat, though, and it does take center stage in this game. Vast deserts and salt flats, heavy jungles and large lakes, and snow-covered peaks. This setting is simply stunning visually and never ceases to amaze. However, the things that do in this world can get pretty boring. This is the Ubisoft traditional open world where finding intel will open up crammed icons that litter the entire map. Side activities are the same 4 to 5 side activities that just repeat themselves over and over, giving the player an ample checklist to mark off, but never feeling really all that different. The targets and setup mission operate a bit like an Assassin's Creed game from the past, where you will investigate and blow up something in order to draw your target out and address the problem. This makes the target vulnerable to assassination attacks. Luckily, the gameplay is pretty good, although vehicle traversal can be a bit slippery, but the gun mechanics actually work very well. Bases can be taken on like in any Far Cry game, leaving it up to the player to be stealthy and take that approach, or go in guns blazing. Some targets will require a strict stealth, while others require a strictly loud approach, but most of the levels, though, like I said, they leave it up to the player to decide. The game can be played solo or within the drop-in multiplayer. This is where the true fun of the game shines, as teammates have to be on the same page and work together to tackle the objectives. A group of random teammates can be entertaining but frustrating. You never know what your teammates are going to do, because everyone is playing the game like they are the ones in charge. However, when you are playing with friends that are on the same page and a mission goes off without a hitch, it can be truly satisfying. One minor gripe is that the game is meant to be played as a unit. That's why you have a total of 4 ghosts. But if you only have one friend to play with, the entire roster disappears, leaving only 2 ghosts to tackle any situation. It makes the game more challenging, but losing 2 of the AI units to some may be a big deal, because they are pretty handy when marking targets and taking synchronized kill shots. When the story is over, there is a multiplayer mode, 4v4 elimination, and Umplete mode. Both of these modes feel pretty much the same. Currently, the multiplayer is being updated and patched frequently, but I feel although these game modes are fun and offer a sense of strategy, I can't help but think that there are missed opportunities here. A map this big with as many weapons as this game has and variety, also all the attachments for these weapons and things, would have made for a great battle royale mode. Plus, I think a VIP escort mode could have been cool, or some other game modes to add a bit of variety to the multiplayer. Ghost Recon Wildlands gets a 7 out of 10. I did have a good time playing through Ghost Recon Wildlands, but it does have its problems. Multiplayer needs to be more varied, as well as single player side quests. The narrative and the reason for the ghosts being there are pretty weak, but the world is an amazing sight, and the gunplay is fun and intuitive, and it was nice to play along with a friend. But what did you think? Did you play Ghost Recon Wildlands? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, and if you're new, please consider subscribing for future content. Remember, guys, that I love your face, and I will catch you on the flip side. But until then, have a good one.